Is that us?
That's us,
That's
man.
us? I don't feel like I'm on. I don't hear myself.
Are you plugged in?
Yeah, totally. Is it coming through?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? It's not really important anyway. Now I hear it. Yeah, that's the stuff.
It was just turned down for you?
Yeah, you're really
Alright.
loud now. That's okay. You can be. It's okay. It's like the voice
Good
of
now?
God. Yeah, it's like the voice of God.
No, don't give me credit for that. Antisocial experience number 192. What was the title?
The voice
Hard Time
I was
Holidays.
gonna say the voice of God.
The voice of God. Awesome show last week. Again, thank you. Trev Allen coming on, delivering.
Yeah,
Awesome
he's
conversation,
the
man. Yeah, I'm slowly checking out episodes, like, as I'm cycling his stuff into
Yeah.
other content that I've listened to for years,
Yeah, the girls, did a Camp Pennsylvania one before they had camp. It was really good too.
There, I adjusted your mic
Yeah,
to the final level.
yeah, we're Action Jackson.
Alright, you're good?
Yeah.
Alright, man. And just, I don't know, like he said, I didn't really wanna do an interview. I wanted to try and keep it more, a couple questions, but let it remain on the conversation side of
Uh-huh.
things, as is whatever, I don't even know what you wanna call it, routine with this show?
Yeah, I mean, that's kinda how we roll with everything though. It's what I mean? It's more or less like sitting in a room bullshitting with people.
Yeah. Anyhow, coming up, when's the holiday season officially start for you? You've worked many different jobs, okay?
I don't
When does it start for you?
I guess Thanksgiving, I would say it would be because like, I don't really count Halloween as, like, the official you know what I mean?
Right. So you're saying right after Halloween?
Yeah, that's when
Like, some
everybody
places, they wheel out the Christmas music records and start playing them
Dude,
right after Halloween.
they had Christmas shit before Halloween this year.
Did they?
Yes.
That's lame, dude.
Very.
Lame. Losers.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know. It's not pretty.
It, along with the holidays, it can be a way to really, really, really drag down your own mental health.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just with everything you have to do along with in daily life, along with other holiday stuff, man, it can be a task
Yeah.
at times to keep up with it. I'm trying to load my notes for today.
It's
So,
such a task. Yeah, they're hard a lot of the time.
what's that?
The holidays.
Oh, they can be, and more so for some people than others. Okay. And when you think holidays and mental health, what's one of the main things that you can do
Uh,
is what that's gonna bog you down and maybe make your holiday not as enjoyable for you, and that could also have the side effect of not making it as enjoyable for the people around you.
no, well, you can get all fucked up.
And there's that. I
Yeah.
mean, some people choose that route. Taking on too much is another thing that I quite commonly see people doing.
Yeah, or I quite commonly do myself.
Uh, One thing I think, and I don't wanna I'm not putting the whole world in here, obviously. You can't throw the whole world all into one
We
in
could.
one
Yeah.
sweeping giant paintbrush statement. But, people not having boundaries,
Indeed. Indeed.
and that's what we're talking about with the everything pulling you. You got a million different directions, a million things you gotta do, it feels like, and not drawing that line somewhere.
And
I'm
like
not saying go full, Ebenezer Scrooge.
right. But I don't know, like, you get that day off and it's like, "Oh, sweet, I have a day off." But, like, it's more of a task a lot of days than going to work. You know what I mean? Getting everybody geared up to be there on Thanksgiving, then you gotta be here and be there and, like, same with Christmas and stuff. Like, it's work, and then you're exhausted by the time you're done, and then you gotta go back to work next day usually.
Oh, hello, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Yes,
Thanks. Yeah.
I fixed Chris. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Uh, Another thing is exactly with what you were saying, where, Thanksgiving. I'm not sure what all countries observe it. I don't know. Is that a UK thing? Do they
I
have
don't
to have
know.
some type of
I know
Thanksgiving possibly?
Canadian
Or is
ha
that US
I
and
know
Canada?
Canada has their own. I know that.
Okay, I think everybody has something to their own. Maybe you can elaborate on that for us, Chris, if you have a Thanksgiving Day there or something similar. Uh, is you get invites from people, Maybe your family doesn't all hang out in the same place. Maybe there's different sects of the family. That part of the group hangs out here, part of the group's here, especially if you come from, like, a split family. That
Mhm.
could be a whole 'nother
Oh, it's a realm.
that's, you got moms, you got dads, or mom and stepdad,
Right,
or
and then you throw, like, a girlfriend in the mix or something, and then you have her family and stuff too, and, like, it can be
and yeah, and just, she wants time with you, but she wants to spend it with her parents, but then if you're doing her parents, you gotta kinda go see some of the extended family there too.
yeah,
It can it can be a lot.
it is.
I think one thing people fail to do a little bit at least is create some type of plan. Like, I mean, who walks into the holidays with a plan other than what they're gonna buy?
Yeah, fuck, I don't walk into anything with a plan.
Yeah, I know that's what we do here. We
Yeah,
fire from the
yeah, the hip shots.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like straight no scope all the way. No 360 no scopes, right?
Yeah. Is that a skateboard trick?
No, it's COD.
UK doesn't have Thanksgiving, we just have Christmas Day on the 25th, but nothing running up. Well, you lucky guys. Jeez.
Y'all go from Halloween to Christmas?
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, we're moving the show, dude.
Yeah,
We're moving.
across the pond we go.
A little puddle. I mean, it takes a minute, but we'll get there.
I've done stupider things.
I wouldn't call that stupid. I would
No,
call that a good move,
I just
man.
like picking up
We
and
miss
leaving
out. I
now.
mean, you miss out on Turkey Day, but I'm guessing you can probably still buy turkey.
I think it would compensate just for the fact that I could be sitting in the UK right now and knowing it's Turkey Day and being like, "I don't have to go anywhere." And they can't even expect me to be there because 'cause I'm not even in the same country.
Right? That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is.
It is, man. Maybe a future plan, not today's. Um, but no, I mean, create a plan is one thing you could do if you never have, and it may sound stupid, may sound, oh, that's not something I do. Just try it. Create just a couple little bullet points of what you want to do on the holidays versus what you don't want to do, and then try and see what you have time for and don't have time for. Just a simple little index card of a plan. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. Well, it could be the worst advice you've ever gotten and followed,
I doubt it.
or it could help. Another thing too that, and I fail to do this myself, is feelings around holidays, like how you feel. Did somebody die, pass away on holidays? Do you know what I mean? Around the holidays, that time of year, and this is not just this holiday season, from like right after Halloween up until Christmas, New Year's.
We have Halloween, then bonfire night on the 5th of November. I'd like to know what bonfire night is.
Is there beer involved?
That sounds like a good time.
Beer, many cigarettes,
It
hopefully.
regardless. It feels way better than Turkey Day.
Oh, and it comes way earlier than Thanksgiving. If you think of the 5th of November, isn't that V for Vendetta Day?
I don't know that one.
Yeah, the movie?
Yeah, I know
I always
the
remember the 5th of November or some shit
I
like that.
don't know. I don't think I don't know that I ever finished that movie.
But anyhow, yeah, feelings. Back on target here. Feelings. Did you lose a mom, dad, or somebody significant to you? That could be. Did you ever think about it like that? Like maybe you did lose somebody. Take and look at it like, okay, you know, this time of year,
I'm guessing there's beer then.
beer,
If
need
need
be.
be, yeah, there's beer.
He's got to laugh.
Yeah, yeah, there's definitely beer.
We admit nothing.
Yeah, well,
It's just maybe that you're gonna be feeling rough that time of year coming up on Christmas. You lost mom or dad or whatever, whoever. Think about it beforehand and try maybe get over it and try not to dwell on it when it comes that time. Own up to at least to yourself, that hey, I'm gonna be feeling like shit this time of year, but I'm gonna take note of it and try and not.
yeah, and, like, like you said, make a plan to not feel that way or, you know what I mean, to
Yeah,
avoid it. Because like, last year, the holidays were awful, like, for me, because all that shit happened, like, right at the beginning of November, so, like, killed Thanksgiving, killed Christmas,
basically everything.
yeah.
I mean, we did keep with the schedule of doing this.
Yeah.
Like, that was one saving grace, I think, at least.
You were the saving grace for that because you drug me out of that house many a time.
Yeah, but it's like, I thought you might have enjoyed it. I wasn't sure,
No, I did.
you know?
It was good.
And the only thing I know is from experience. Okay, this is non-holiday, non
Oh, that sounds like a really good time.
non, what is it, bonfire night?
Yeah, it came around as it being the night Guy Fawkes attempted to blow UK Parliament up,
Yeah,
so
that's V for Vendetta. That's the
okay,
dude that's the mask
okay,
in the
okay.
movie is Guy Fawkes.
No kidding.
Yeah, just how it sounds, garden fires and fireworks.
That's pretty cool.
Beer,
Yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah, yeah, coffee.
What was my point now?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
past
got it.
experience, completely off topic of what we're talking about. But how I thought, "Oh, you might like doing that. It can help, he might like doing the show. Let's see if we can get him out here." It's a shit time. Everything else is falling to shit. Let's not let this fall to shit. Try and keep with it, even if it's a distraction for a short time. And I know that, like, whenever I was still into heavy, heavy drugs and I wasn't at rehab and I wasn't doing the whole AA or NA thing and, no sponsor, no AA, no NA, and I was at home, I found something to do to occupy my time. Got on the computer, on the internet, learned a whole new operating system, Linux. It's a free operating system. There's many different flavors, shall you say, or distributions that are all a little different from each other that all kind of pull from
Uh-huh.
the same idea, but all do it their own way. Spent about 18 months diving into that, expanding my knowledge with, computers. But that whole 18 months, I learned something new and I kept myself out of situations away from people where I probably would have been just ended up dead or back in jail.
Yeah,
And had it went that route, I wouldn't be married and have the kids that I have today, which is awesome,
yeah.
amazing thing.
No, dude, you've definitely come a long way. I mean, we both haven't, but, you know what I mean?
And
And
I kind of looked at that time like, well, I stayed busy with that. Like, true, I don't want to drag him out here in like next 18 months. You're doing this. But I was like, I was distracted enough with something cool. And I had a friend that kind of fed into it too. And boom, it saved my life basically, keeping busy when I was at a time in life when not being busy would have been detrimental to like just me as a being.
well, like, even for the hour or 2 that pulled me away, last year, like, that hour or 2 was very important because, like, it just got me out of that headspace for a little bit even, distracted me from, you know
Yes, I agree, Chris. Did you
Yeah,
read that?
yeah,
Go
dude.
ahead, Jim.
I was just saying, like, you pulling me out of that, it got me out of that headspace, that negative headspace for even an hour or 2 last year, when we did this, and, like, it was helpful, and I didn't even know it was helpful at the time, but
Yeah, neither did I.
no, but sure enough,
But looking back,
looking back, I mean, it's kind of what I became in a sense, you know? We
yeah,
started doing the other show, like, and then it's just here we go.
and I think I don't wanna say drug or pushed drug you kicking and screaming or pushed you, but it kinda it not me, but just the combination of everything kinda pushed you to where you're at with doing what you're doing, and it's a good combination of together
Yeah,
as far as trying, the social thing, the business, making new relationships with people you'd never met as far as all these bands, and,
yeah, dude,
dude, it's a really cool thing.
you rewind to last year at this time, like, I am a completely different person, completely.
You go watch those episodes, man. You can you'll probably notice the difference.
Oh
We
my
even had a viewer say something, like, ask me, like, "Is he alright?"
Yeah,
Like,
no,
"Eh,"
dude. It was
like,
like I had
I'm not gonna disclose it too much, but yeah.
yeah, that sucked the life out of me for a long time. Actually, I just really, like, started feeling better, like, the last probably 2 weeks, like, actually, like, finally, like, over it, like, it was a it was a tough mountain to climb.
And not only that, not just losing somebody, like, to death. I'm gonna say people could probably fall victim to their own undoing, where just using what we just talked about with you as an example, it's coming around to that time of year, maybe you think of it and get in a bit of a little depressed or bit of a depression thinking about it. Even though you're in a good place, that stuff can come back and hit you hard if
Mhm.
you let it. The key is to not let it, I think.
Yeah,
But I'm not a pro.
no, and, like, what I noticed is, like, right before it all kinda went away and the fog went away, and it was weird because, like, the way it did, but I noticed it was coming back heavy, and I think what was going on was my mind was like, I was letting go of it without knowing I was letting go of it. So it became like, you know what I mean? It became heavy, and then all of a sudden I woke up one day and I'm like, it's gone.
Alright,
And I didn't
yeah,
know if it was a
right.
fluke, but then I woke up the next day and the next day and the next day, and it's gone, you know? I'm sure I could put myself in a hole if I wanted to again, but I just keep doing what I'm doing and then just keep going forward, I guess, best I can.
And, that's what we gotta do, man. Wait, who said that shit? Joe Dirt? Keep on keeping on?
Yeah,
Dude,
life's a garden, dig it.
dude, is some as corny as some of those sayings are, like, just practical just take them and do practical application with it, and it's, like, really cool shit,
Mhm.
you know? And, that's all I got to say about that, but it's really cool.
Dude, I at one point, I didn't even think I was capable of learning anything anymore, you know what I mean? Just because like, I've never really found anything that sparked my interest like this, but, like, dude, I'm learning shit every day now, and, like, it's it's cool, like, I don't stop.
And, that's the other thing, as you progress, like, as you start learning more, you start getting into bigger projects, more colors on shirts. Alright, now there's a whole new shit I gotta learn. Or, "Oh, we're doing this show. How do we make it look better? How do we make it sound better? How do we make it simpler to produce?"
Mhm.
It just it on and on.
No doubt, Chris, it is a lot easier to fall than it is get back up, and once you get back up, it's even hard to walk that line to stay there, but,
Hell yeah.
um,
Wise words, wise
yeah.
words. A couple things, and even if you're the perfect example like me, smoked for many, many years, like, come 30 plus years, you know?
I smoked 20 years cigarettes, yeah,
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 and don't exercise regularly.
or in my
N
case, at all.
Yeah, or at all, not don't even if you're not a pillar, of excellence for, the fitness world, which I'm clearly not. I'm
Same.
not Mr. Olympia or any of that, you know? Getting some exercise can help, and it can be as simple do you take walks, right?
Indeed.
And not only can it clear the mind, it's just getting you out there, you know?
It's,
Fresh air, time to think.
I felt bad the other day, I'll use this for I didn't mean to interrupt you, but, like, my uncle was over visiting me, and, like, we were doing something, and, like, I had a bunch of shit on my mind, and I just stand up, and I'm like, "Hey, are you leaving soon?" Like, and not to throw him out or anything, but, like, I just had so much shit going on in my head. I'm like, "I gotta go for a walk, man. Like, I just gotta get out of here right now." And, like, that's my go-to right now. If I need to think and clear my mind, I just take that loop, and usually, I have this loop, you know what I mean? I walk the same route every time.
Yeah,
Usually, by
big
the
ol'
end of it, I I have shit figured out for the most part, you know what I mean?
"Oh, you're spying on me."
But, you know what I mean? Like, that walk is like I don't even consider it exercise. It's like it's for my head.
Right, but when you look at it, it is. You're getting the
Right.
blood moving, getting some fresh air, and if you don't exercise, I suggest starting out small. Take a walk, short walk, make it longer. Work on a bigger and bigger circuit or loop or whatever you gotta call it. Doing not just like once, "Okay, I exercised right before Christmas, I'm good." Try to do it regularly
Yeah,
is probably better advice than just exercise here and there. Do it regularly and move on to better stuff. Maybe you'll find a new hobby, maybe not. That's one thing that's gonna help you battle battle the mental health aspect of the holidays, I think, and also, no matter what level you're at, create a budget of what you
yeah.
can and can't do.
Yes. That's important.
Going out with the guys and buying drinks for the whole bar is probably not your best plan because that's gonna unless you already got all your Christmas presents, it's gonna cut you short a little bit.
Yes. The bar's just a bad idea anyway, man. Like, I don't know, and I used to live in one. Like, literally, I would go into Alice's 10:30 in the morning when they open, and I would be there till 2 a.m. when they closed the
I
next
I
day.
I tried it for, like, a 2-week period when I turned 21. I couldn't do it, man. It was
Yeah.
just
I tried it for, like, a 3-year period.
yeah, it wasn't you know?
It sucks. It's like, now I look at it like, if I go to the bar, I'm just handing them money for me to feel like shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna feel like crap tomorrow. I'm not really gonna have that much fun because I don't even really like these many of these people anymore. Like, it's just not my scene anymore, you know? Like, if I go down to Harrisburg or whatever, see Coffee Lions or, Philly Lowdown or whatever, like, that's different. I don't really drink there, but, like, the band's there to entertain me, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, that's not around here. Like, everybody's just depressed, chain smoking, drinking.
Well, and that's a whole 'nother thing too that can play into addiction. If you have, like, some serious one that, that can really put a hindrance on your holiday season.
Yes,
And I'm not saying that like I'm not guilty, 100% guilty, you
indeed.
know? Um,
Same.
and that also affects your budget.
Yes.
In collectively altogether in the budget. Another good idea, as much as I mean, I understand both sides of it. I understand being an extrovert, wanting to talk to people, be social, get around, but I'm much more of an introvert. I think that's the right word, person. Like, I'd
Mhm.
rather just
Be in my house. Yeah,
yeah,
like
and not deal with people.
yeah,
Even though I have 2 jobs dealing with the public, I would
eh,
much rather not deal with a single person ever. But
same.
staying social is a kind of a way to keep you grounded and, if you're generally gonna keep, you know, taking the car toward the ditch or, taking that naturally wanna bleed in that, direction of something affecting your mental health. Staying social, at least if you have positive people or know some positive people, I think can steer you away from that. Keep the car on the road, on the track, whatever.
Yeah.
At least this is all based on experience. I made some notes. So, again, this could all be 100% wrong,
I don't think it is, man.
but it's just, like 41 years of maybe a month or 2 of experience out of them 41 years,
Yeah.
or a little bit, I don't know.
Yeah, and, like, I don't I also, like and I just I the bar back to the bar thing, like, I don't like I've worked in one forever. I hate the fact that everybody like, drinking's okay. Like, I sit up at where my work and hear people call these people drug addicts and whatnot, but, like, these people are there some of these people are there when we open every day right at open time to get that fix, and it's like, what's the difference between you coming here to get that fix and, a guy going to a drug deal? Like, it's not that much different, man. It's not different at all, really. And to sit there and look down on people for doing something, like, I don't know. It upsets me that alcohol is so just, "Oh, well, he's just drinking." Well, no, he's not just drinking. That can kill you. Like, with the withdrawals can kill you. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's serious business, man.
Yeah.
I mean, any addiction's serious.
Right,
Let's
indeed.
not sugarcoat any of it
No,
here,
no, no, but I'm
but
just saying,
that
like
can definitely kill you.
yeah. And
Uh,
I just hate how it's overlooked almost? It's accepted.
one thing that I never personally understood lifestyle that I understood was when you get off if you work the 9 to 5 or you start work a little early, you're done at whatever, 3:30. Before you even hit the house, you're hitting the bar and there till about 9:30, 10, 11, 12 at night, and from there to home, to bed, to back up, to work, from work back to I never understood that
I don't get
lifestyle,
it either, man. I never did that one.
especially with, delivering, and I'm not talking bad about people, anybody individually. I'm just saying over the years with delivering and doing work with the public with the computer job and some of the places I've had to go into for work, seeing people there, it's like, damn, it's like it's 4 o'clock. You're wasted, and, like, where's your family? Like, where are they at right now, you know?
Right, and, like, I don't know, like, how do you do this on the daily and, like, still keep shit together? Is like,
Yeah,
you know what I
beyond
mean?
me.
Because, like, when you're drunk, dude, like, I don't know, we both been on drugs. You can function on drugs sometimes, you know what I mean, for the most part. You can get by, get through
Oh,
probably
dude, the drunk goggles, did you ever try those out?
yes.
That shit is wild.
But, like, you can't do anything when you're drunk, man. Like, you can't. Like, not fluently and good, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
I don't know, I just don't know how they do it. Like, I forget shit all the time now. Like, if I was wasted, like, I don't even know what would happen. It was just it'd be bad.
Also, another thing, and this is something that I think we can be guilty of. Whatever. I'll say we're guilty of it. From time to time, we've featured whatever you wanna call it, hot topics, hot button topics, shit that gets, people just don't generally agree on. Avoid drama is one thing,
Yes.
and I don't practice that around the holidays. That's like an everyday occurrence, like,
Yeah, just
try not to feed into it, try not to create, I think, and you'll have a much better year and holiday season,
yeah,
I think.
if you don't feed into drama, man, it can be a game changer, really. Like, that stuff can suck you in and just
It can. And not only that, just look at this as simple as taking sides on social media.
mhm,
Like, you side with one per like, 2 people having a dispute, you agree with one and like, "Hey, I don't agree with you, I think you're out of line." And then, right before Christmas or Thanksgiving, you run into that person in real life that you disagreed with, and that's from talking to them then that you don't agree with them, That's your very next conversation.
Yeah.
Not gonna be, probably not the best
It's at
experience
least gonna be awkward.
at best.
Yeah, at best.
So, yeah, I don't know, avoid drama. I try not to buy into it, but I understand why people do. We're people, man, and just I mean, look at some of the highest rated shows ever, reality TV,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of people in this town, man, they would never fail drama, that's for sure.
And drama class, you mean?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, it's
you
like,
know?
"Why weren't you teaching it?
Yeah,
Why
it's
weren't you
just
teaching drama class? You should have
like,
been.
I don't know.
You missed your calling."
Yeah, like, they will never fail drama, that's for sure.
And, yeah, I don't know. It's like, how could you like what you're saying? All these reality TV shows are better than Battlestar Galactica or The X-Files, or there's no way. But if that's what the public says, that's what they say, you know? Drama, drama, drama.
Mhm.
And I don't know, maybe why do you think they are so high rated? Because it's people being people?
Yeah.
And when you gather groups of people
But
together, shit goes down?
yeah, but I mean, it's scripted as fuck, you know what I mean? But, like
Some of it is.
yeah. I mean, I don't
What was the first real, true, like, reality?
the
Was it
real
The Real
world.
World?
Yes, sir.
Dude,
Yeah, yeah, the real world.
and that was a good one. I
That was
mean,
a good one.
they had many seasons, and it got rough toward the end, but it was still
Yeah, a lot of people, there's a couple stars that came out of that show too, you know what I mean? One has opinion wrong or right, they'll always share what they believe in. And especially nowadays with the internet, people are more than willing to share what they think and how they feel because there's no really repercussions. You can't just, you can say whatever and there's no, nobody's there to punch you in the face if you deserve it.
yeah, that's the world we live in, man. I mean,
Mhm.
back when we didn't have this wonderful technology, try raging out on somebody like you would on a keyboard
And not get punched in the
in their
face.
face, yeah,
Yeah,
and
not happening. Not happening.
yeah, I've brought that up many times, and it's try to approach if you're having a disagreement over opinion or facts or whatever online the rest of this year, try approaching it like that. If you're one that tends to disagree and you just let your keys go rattling as you're typing, I would
Yeah.
say try and approach it like you're in real life talking to this person. If
Or
you
like you're Switzerland, just stay neutral.
stay neutral,
Mhm.
good call, man.
Yeah, or just don't, you know what I mean? Just don't even take sides. You know what I mean? Even if you agree with one person, don't. Just keep quiet about it. Like,
Because it's gonna go on whether you add to it or not.
right. And you adding to it's just fueling the fire. Don't
Yeah.
fuel the fire.
But if you feel the need to, if you have to be involved, try typing as if you're talking to him
Face to face.
in real life, you know?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you're gonna type something completely different. Or maybe you won't. Maybe that's just who you are. I don't know. Do not know. But who are we? Who are we?
We're just a couple opinionated guys.
Yeah. With bad opinions.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Other stuff I've tried just to keep spirits high and, keep the days moving along, like I said, just with the past and just, not being dead when I probably should have
mhm.
many times over. I've tried meditation and I can see the benefits of that. I've studied, not practiced, but studied, read many different books concerning religion. I can understand why people turn to that and get hope from that. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not a religious person by any means, but it's okay to have faith in something, you know what I mean? It's okay to believe in something. If it uplifts you, then fucking believe all day, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it takes.
Damn right. Believe in flat Earth Santa.
Whatever it takes.
Research it today.
Yeah.
Not flat Earth Santa.
Mhm.
See?
Yeah.
That's where it's at. But, yeah, meditation, religion, yoga. I tried that for a short time. There used to be at least for us, and this don't apply to the rest of the world. Who's the free cable TV channel around here?
PBS?
Yes, PBS. There was some person, some yoga instructor that had a daily show on in the morning it was like just a free thing that you could follow. And I used to get up and follow along with that. I did it for a couple months. And it's like, I can see the benefits there, but that's not something not gonna make time for daily, at least in this point in my life, but it can help.
Yeah, that's like the meditation. I've tried and I just can't like I can't sit still long enough anymore to do something like that. It's just kinda like, I don't know, just go.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It is what I've tried it. I can understand it. Maybe I didn't do it right, so maybe that's why there was no breakthrough moment of like, "Aha," you know?
Mhm.
But hey.
Oh,
One of the biggest things and what will make you the number one bad guy, at least to some people, is if you do this. Learn how to say no.
boundaries,
Yeah, that goes full circle, man. Go back right to the beginning.
and it will piss
I'm
people
already
off.
going like, I don't know. I would love to, but no, I don't have time. If time frees up, possibly, but as for right now, no. I'm already going to 3 places for Thanksgiving. I already have plans. No, I can't do it. Don't be afraid to tell people no. If you're being pulled in a million different directions, you don't need to go a million and one. You don't even need the million.
No.
Try and I guess simplify.
I in this last year, like, I've gained the whole boundary thing finally in my life, but you
And it
know
sucks.
it does, but notice how many people are not around me anymore? Like, and a lot of those people were negative anyway, so it was good, you know what I mean? Like, I needed to do that, but in the same sense, like, as soon as I was not being, their chimp or whatever, just be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll help you," and, as soon as I was like, "No, like, it's a waste of time," or, whatever, they go away, and it's like
Yeah, true.
and it was for the better.
And believe me, if you want, you're going to be rated number one bad guy, number one villain, at least on some people's list. If you start throwing around that no word,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
you just have to sometimes, especially if you're trying to do different things. It just, yeah. And everybody, I think, wants to be like loved, be, cool person, not cool person, but like well received
Yeah.
and everything. And saying no is not going to get you that.
Right.
But what it should get you at least is respect that, hey, you didn't have time and didn't you told them, "No, I don't have the time." You should at least get respect.
Mhm.
They could respect you that, hey, you didn't falsely promise them something or, you know, tell them, "Yeah, I can do that when I can't." And you couldn't, and let them down, let them fall.
Yeah, but a lot of people in the end are just using you. I've learned too, like this last year. People are a lot more transparent to me. Like most people, they have a motive. You know what I mean? It's ultimately they're looking out for number one. There's not a lot of people that are, you know what I mean? Like just giving and good people just to be good
Oh,
people.
yeah, yeah, I mean, and rightly so. I mean, I would hate to think where would people be if they didn't look out for number 1, and I think there's a right and a wrong way
To
to
do it.
do that,
Absolutely.
you know? The way you're saying is not the right way,
Mm,
but if we didn't look out for number 1 in, ours and our own, I don't would we be a species, you know?
right.
Would there still be awesome mammoths out there, or what who knows what? Dodo birds.
Right. I've learned too, like, my personality, whatever, like, if I'm in a good mood and whatever, I can take over a room pretty easily, you know what I mean? Like, my positivity, my whatever could take over a room, but I also learned that when I'm negative and not the person everybody expects or wants to be, and which I shouldn't be negative, and, like, that negativity, like, is bigger than the positivity, you know what I mean?
But
It sucks everybody in with that too, and it's like,
yeah,
so you gotta try to I don't know.
yeah, I've learned that, yeah, positivity and negativity, one's a much greater force and will spread much easier. Like,
Mhm,
negativity is kinda like oil-based paint.
mhm.
That shit's tough to clean up when you make a mistake.
Indeed.
Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Positivity is like a dry erase marker on a whiteboard. Easy.
Yeah,
Done.
but positivity is so much harder to maintain to you know what I mean? Like
It is.
mhm,
It is, man. With, adding in the holidays on top of life, work, family, friends, hobbies, sanity, mental health, all of it.
yes.
Did you say it was what month is this?
November, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month,
Damn. Right on cue, man.
and you didn't even know that.
No, I didn't.
No. I just found out yesterday, so
Alright, so we're both late to the party.
yeah, well, as usual.
It's alright.
Yeah, at least we showed up.
Dollar short. Definitely late.
Yeah, but we're there.
Oh, I don't know. Does anybody have anything to add, Chris? Any comments out there? Wow, we actually talked about that for 34 minutes, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's unreal.
I looked up too speaking of minutes and time, so last night was the time change, right?
Was it last night?
Yeah, yeah, it was last night.
Facebook messed up. They're running behind. They must have a
That's
you
what
know what
did
I
it.
mean?
That's what did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we slated this for 3 o'clock, and
Y
YouTube got it right.
yeah,
Facebook dropped the
the
ball like always.
so I'm at work,
Losers.
I go in at like 11:30, 12, and the clock change doesn't come till 2. So, like, I'm working, doing my thing, and I look down and, like, I've been there a while. It feels like it. Yeah,
You were working during the clock change?
yeah.
Damn.
So, like, I didn't even notice though, and then I looked down and I'm like, "How the fuck have I only been here an hour?" And it took me a good 2, 3 minutes, and I was like, "Oh my god." Like, "You've been here 2.5 hours, like, you gotta get."
Right.
Yeah. I actually broke the sweeper last night, and I had to build a new one. Like, I'm always
Yeah,
breaking
man.
shit.
That that clock change is last night was the good one. Is that the you gain an hour?
Mhm. Yeah, that's the one I like.
Spring forward, fall back.
I
Yeah.
hate the spring forward.
Yeah, man, you wake up I'll tell you what, personal experience, I wake up dead that day.
Same,
Even if I go to bed early,
same.
I still wake up dead.
Yep, and it's like, "How the fuck is it this time already?"
And I think that whole thing came about, didn't it, for farmers? For the people growing food for the country, for part
Originally,
some of the
yeah, but
world?
when they passed it, it was more for I just read this yesterday, it was more for, people's sales. The candy industry was a big one pushing it because if people have more
Sugar.
daylight, yes, people have more daylight, they are more apt to shop after work and such,
Right.
than go straight home. So they're the one they were the ones that pushed this, like, helped push it into a thing to be, because people are trying to get rid of it now. They want it to go away, but there's too much money made off of it.
Yeah.
Like,
That
there's
just
money made off of it. It's not.
as far as commerce, yeah,
Mhm.
I agree, there is. And just as with any holiday, it's much, much, way too much commercialized, way over commercialized. I guess I should say that they're not. Yeah, people aren't gonna let that one go easy.
No, and for anybody looking for glass cleaner in Phillipsburg, I bought the last fucking can of glass cleaner anywhere in Phillipsburg last night. I just wanted to throw that in there because it was like, Sean Connery hunted for the Red October. It was like Jimmy hunting for the Blue November last night, dude, because I was like, store and they just didn't have any. I'm like, is there a shortage on glass cleaner now? Like,
Dude, there's shortages on all
oh, dude,
kind of
I am
stuff.
so tired of hearing it. Like, why? Like, it's I
When your local convenience store chain on their touchscreen monitors, like, the first line on it says, "The struggle was real."
is that what
On sheets,
oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, on the it says they used to hang a paper on it that said the supply chain shortage, blah, 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 it may be out of your favorite items. The struggle is real. Now they have it right on instead of paper sign, it's right on screen saying the struggle is real.
And like, how are you short on macaroni and cheese bites? It's breading and macaroni and cheese. I don't get it.
Never know, man.
It pissed me off. I just wanted to put that out there.
This is the aftermath of the 2020 apocalyptics.
I know, but like realistically, most places were only shut down for a month or two, right? And most people were back to work after a month or two when after the
I
pandemic
never
started,
quit. I
right?
never
And a
quit
lot of people
working.
didn't stop, and but like I did for the restaurant, whatever, for a month or whatever. But I worked through it all too, other than that month. But like, how did that month a year and a half ago setting us back now? Like it confuses me,
Well, there was I mean, that's around here. There were lockdowns other places too, you
and
know?
I understand
In New
that.
York, I knew New York was crazy, California.
But, like,
It
right
just
now, it's hard to get black double X T-shirts. Now why can I get all the other sizes in that color? Like, you all you're doing is making a little bigger piece of material, right?
I guess,
You would
yeah.
think? I would think so too, and I'm very confused by it.
Maybe manufacturers. I know and I don't understand it all. I never did, like, the breakdown, like, economically, like, the people doing the jobs, working at the factories, but that's we've had trouble getting certain storage containers for food, like what we send our to-go stuff with out at the
Yeah,
restaurant.
yes, we've had to.
We've had trouble getting certain ones of those, had to buy them from different places, and different people have their own variant on the same type of container, and it's like, yeah, that's not gonna work for us.
Consistency is a big issue right now too, like, even with bread rolls up at the restaurant I work at, like, you know what I mean? One week we'll get hoagie buns that are 4 feet long, the next week we'll order the same ones, and they're a little short of that dude's there with his tape measure on his belt checking stuff out. That's an old joke with Nick and I. We used to
Yeah.
work in the same restaurant, and there was a guy in there, he would come in with Nick always said he had a tape measure on his belt to, measure to make sure it was a foot long because he was not getting away with 11 inches.
Dude, like, it's like I got asked that question one day, "Is that an 11-inch roll?" I'm like, "No, I don't know. We
Yeah,
sell footlong halves and whole subs."
yeah,
I said, "They're supposed to be like 11 to 12." I didn't measure it.
yeah, and he pulls out the old I still laugh about that. It's
I
funny,
mean, it's
man.
funny, but, I mean,
It's ridiculous.
somebody is entitled to get what they pay for.
Indeed, but you're not advertising that it's a foot-long
No,
sub.
it was a half and a
Oh,
whole.
absolutely. So we didn't yeah, it was never advertised that he was getting a foot long. So he can put his little freaking inch meter away, you know?
Right, right. Or, I don't know what the UK measurement would be.
I don't know.
Centimeter
Yeah,
measure,
well, millimeter? I don't know.
millimeter
Whatever.
smaller, centimeter,
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
meter stick.
Yeah.
Is
But
there
we're good. It'd be awesome if he pulled out a meter stick. It's like a walking
one
stick.
of
He's
the paper ones?
like, or the ones that fold. Like,
Oh, the Mason's roller.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
have one of those. But anyhow, keep your spirits high, man. That's just some of our opinions based on personal experience
Mhm,
of wandering through life on this big island Earth that's spinning, going through space, or the giant, space pizza. If you
mhm.
believe flat Earth, I don't know. I want to speak to everybody out there.
I just like
Hopefully, you don't
pizza.
believe in a giant space pizza, but
Teach their own. If it
yeah,
makes you happy, believe.
right. Flat Earth Santa president
Mhm.
coming
Yep.
up. Just wait. Anyhow, people, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you for joining us in the chat now and the future. Chris, thanks for stopping by. I always like seeing stuff in the chat.
I do too.
Now, don't get started on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real,
man.
dude. We know.
Facebook's a different beast.
Yeah.
Much
It's a
different.
shitty beast too.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Sometimes it can be good.
Uh,
Next week. What's next week? It's not no holidays, right?
no.
All right. That being said, I think we're out.
Yeah.
Something
Send
like that.
it.
Yeah. Adios, people.
Bye. Have a good week.
Henry.